It's August 2025 and we're back at Kirkby Stephen East to see the gang on the S&T and how they're getting on with the progress on their signal box rebuild and the signalling itself. Signal box is now complete, considering it was just 2 years ago the back wall and part of the fireplace. The lever frame's in, which is an Elanson design frame, a unique frame to the Central Division of North Eastern. Most of the levers were either numbered or lettered, so you had points would be lettered and levers would be numbered, a bit of an unusual thing. Tall levers, small catch handles and small catch blocks, and a very interesting frame design downstairs. The box has been lovingly restored and rebuilt with the team. Anyway, enough of that. We'll get over to Tim and Steve, who tell us a little bit about the frame and the work that's gone on in the box, and how far they've got with the signalling outside, which is also progressing quite nicely.
So locking trays feature in some places and not others. We discovered the original frame must have the locking trays at the front, and there's a discrepancy 1/4 of an inch front to back.
Right.
And that's even with everything nipped up and trying to shuffle. So we've got to machine off 1/8 of an inch either side for the other 3 locking trays.
So you can fit it in if required, but they're not. And you've got
They'll
front
fit
and
that
back.
side, but they won't fit this side.
Huh.
So yeah, that was interesting.
What's the pitch of the levers?
5-inch.
5-inch frame. Well, that's unusual.
Janssen 5-inch frame, but it's sort of tied to North Eastern Central Division.
Yeah.
So we don't know who made it. It's one or the other, but both of them were involved. But it's basically a Janssen design. Then you've got North Eastern Railway Central Division.
I was going to say they're very thin. The feet.
They are. They sort of work. It's a challenge. Everything is stamped individually, and we've had to put it back the right way to match everything up. Except swapping a couple of quadrants around upstairs, and that didn't cause a problem, luckily.
It's a really compact frame.
It's remarkably advanced in a lot of respects.
Oh,
and remarkably basic in lots of others.
Yeah. Are they standard same as Tiered?
Sorry?
Standard size, like same as Tiered size?
I don't know, but we managed to retain enough to do it out of the store.
They look ridiculously like Tiered bolts.
Yeah.
Yes.
But then you have longer ones for the stanchions, and even longer ones for you've got the bracings for the frame, which also support the locking hatches and everything else. So that was a challenge as well.
So the brackets at the rear there, have you made them, or are they?
They were with it.
They were with it. So
We had the complete kit of parts, apart from the longitudinals and various little bits and pieces, like one casting missing. So we had to have a pattern made specifically for that.
So you are drilled through, right?
They're on slots, these, so you've got adjustment slightly to true them up. And get the tackets presumably to line up nicely on here.
That's quite an interesting beam, that.
Bloody heavy.
I'm going to say. So how long has it taken from start to finish to put the box back then? Because I remember the wall that used to be here.
Yeah, you had that wall in, the remains of the brick arch with its sort of broken teeth effect, and a little bit on either side. June 2 years ago, 2 and a bit years ago. And we're at this stage.
That's
I think
impressive.
we've done fairly well.
You've done very well.
Our builders have done incredibly well.
So as of 2025 and the August period, the railway is slowly reinstating the signalling, as I mentioned. The lever frame is nearly complete, the locking has still got to go back in downstairs and some of the crank work outside. The rodding run has been started out to the points, and there's also one motor point outside, and some signals that are being installed, and the railway gang are trying to keep these as original as possible. There's a large gantry to erect, the wooden posts of which are already in the ground, you can see outside. And there's several wooden post signals that are going back up again. The railway are building these themselves. They've got all the fittings and components, and they're putting original wooden arms back on, which on the day of the visit, the railway were actually making and painting up. So you can see them in the pictures. So they're doing quite well, and there's a lot of work going on behind the scenes. We wish them all the very best. It'll be a non-small project to say. It's already taken 2 years to get to this stage. The railway itself has a lovely railway signalling collection in the museum upon the station platform. Worth a look. One of the items in there is this gauge gill signalling diagram. Now, if you don't know Gazegill, you've probably driven right past it if you've come off the M6 going towards the railway itself at Kirkby Stephen East. It's that long straight road that gives away that it used to be a railway station. So that's a very brief update on the railway signalling and Kirkby Stephen East and how it's going as of August 2025. We shall call back on the railway and keep an eye on the department and see how the gang are getting on as time progresses. But we wish them all the very best and a speedy finish to the end of their project that has been already 2 years in the making.